You want me to start?
I do.
Okay.
I
Good
sure
morning. Well, you get two ugly guys this morning. You don't get the pretty girl in here with Therese being out this morning. Her and her daughter are having some medical issues, so she's taking off today. So we're going to be with you this morning. You got to look at two dudes.
Yeah.
It's
all you got
I'll
today.
say one ugly
Sorry.
old dude and a nice looking dude.
One ugly old dude too. We got two.
No, you got it. We're glad to be with you on this Friday morning. This is Morning Mayhem, of course, on Piper Peach Radio. And I got to tell you, it's this week has been a weird, crazy long week for me, I guess. And the traffic has been bizarre. I don't know if it's because of Labor Day weekend we're coming into it, but this whole week has been kind of off kilter for me. What about you?
It's been a little off, but we've been under the weather and kind of struggling.
Yeah, what's
with that,
wrong now? What have you got? The crud? What?
Yeah, some kind of crud. Not really sure, So,
Baden, were you sick
just
with it too?
dealing with it.
A little bit.
Up and down.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
Therese told me everybody's been kind of cruddy, feeling cruddy.
Yeah. One of those things that kind of hits you and then backs off and then comes back and gets you again.
Oh, I hate those when they do that. You start thinking, I'm finally over it, I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
And then late that afternoon, you feel like crap again.
Oh, yeah, crash again.
Yeah, it always comes back in the afternoon. You feel pretty good that morning, and then that afternoon, it just rolls back on you again.
I don't know what's up with that either, but you're exactly right because it comes back in the afternoon, you just start feeling worse, feel that decline.
I hate that because you think you get up that day with a little hope that it'll be good.
It's gonna be
Weather's
better.
been a little weird too. Yesterday was just kind of gray but you know what I have loved? I have loved the not so hot and humid weather.
Yeah.
I have loved this feel of fall in the air. This whole week, we really hadn't had a really blistering hot day, and it's felt really neat.
Oh, it's been cool. It's been,
Matter of fact, I got a little chill deal. I went up the other morning, went out on my deck out there to drink my coffee. I think it was the day before yet, maybe been yesterday morning. I actually was like a little chilled, and I liked it.
Yeah, it's definitely changing.
Maybe I should have been out on my deck naked. Just kidding. The EPA would shut my neighborhood down if I walked out there naked. It'd be so damaging to the birds and bees. Well, I'm glad to be with you, and I tell you what, with this whole week was another thing that was strange was the election.
Yeah,
that threw a lot of stuff off because I live in Alabaster. I bought a house that I'm getting ready to move into in Columbiana, and I live down here on the lake, and I come here. So I had all these municipalities that I was watching all the election stuff of, and there were several upsets and bizarre things and changes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just had to ask this morning. I forgot to check on who won here in Clanton, and I just assumed, I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of assumed Mims was going to win it, reelected.
Right, yeah.
I don't know why. I just thought he's been a good mayor. I just thought he'd get it again. And Price won it, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Price? Yeah. So that was a shock to me this morning. I just wasn't paying attention. We also had a little bit of an upset in Columbiana. But I like the person that won. It's a lady named Davis. And, Davis Drugs has been there in that town forever. And she's married to one of the Davis Drugs people, and she's the mayor now. And I wasn't even paying attention to Alabama. I don't know what happened. Since I'm selling my house and leaving, it's not no bad feelings. I just didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But what happened with the shakeup? There was so many people running. Was it in Thorsby or
Jemison?
Jemison had
Yes.
mayoral and every single council seat being contested,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
What happened in Jemison? Do you remember?
I do. I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, yeah,
but,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you remember who won mayor?
Well, they're going to have a runoff now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they had a split.
runoff between Biddle and Jonathan Varden.
Is that right?
Because neither one actually got the 51%
votes
or
whatever
whatever votes for it. So now
they're going to have to do a runoff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all those councilmen, that's going to be a whole. I don't care who got what. That's a whole different. No matter who even wins mayor, that's going to be a whole different situation. And
whole different crew there.
In Jemison,
Eddie Reed retired after years of
he was
being mayor there, and he decided to step down. And boy, everybody went in there.
Isn't that something? So it's neat that the politics, that's not so bad. It can be interesting. If your candidate lost, I know you're sad about that, but if yours won, you're happy. So the people spoke, and now we'll have to find out who the mayor will be after the runoff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That
We'll
is
find
so
out who will
cool.
get that.
Well, it was a big week for local politicians and in all the municipalities. So that's something else. And now we're going into Labor Day weekend. I remember sitting here talking to Teresa about Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Where did the summer go?
I don't know. This is, this summer's gone by fast. And people were talking about Labor Day weekend. I was like, is that soon? And they're like, yeah, it's right around the corner.
I know.
And I was like, wow.
And now it's here.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't ever like it because I know it's going to end to my boating fun.
I'll have to admit I'm with you on that. I always was a little sad about Labor Day weekend because, well, I'll tell you one reason was all my whole life I didn't want to go back to school, and we never went back till the Tuesday after Labor Day. You had to go Friday before Labor Day weekend and see where your homeroom or your whatever, get your teacher. Then you were always off, and then we always started school the day, Tuesday after Labor Day, and so Labor Day was kind of a celebration, but to me, it was a dread.
Yes.
I dreaded because I wasn't a good student. I didn't have the right attitude. My parents were always mad at me or disgusted with me with my grades and my actions. And they finally, sent me off to Marion Military Institute, and that tied a knot in my chain, I'll tell you right there, but I loved it. I mean, I went for my senior year of high school, and then I begged him to go back for the 2 years of college there. So I love Marion Institute. I needed the discipline and the structure and all that. But up until then, man, I dreaded going back to school.
Oh, yeah. I did too. I always have.
And then of course when you're an adult and you're working, it's pretty nice to have maybe a long weekend if you're working like I always worked radio stations. We work 7 days a week, or 6 days for sure. Because you always work Monday through Friday, and then you always worked one weekend. Back in the days when radio was so live, you had to work a Saturday or a Sunday. And I have no idea. There's your papers there. I have no idea how that suddenly we ended up being able to go back to getting full weekends. I guess when you could pre-tape and voice track and all that. But boy, when you could get an extra weekend, that was great. Except at radio, you always worked.
Yeah.
So you still went in on Christmas, Thanksgiving, unless it fell on your off day, you were there. But it still seemed fun to have a holiday.
Oh,
Long weekend.
Yeah, it's nice to have a long weekend.
Yeah, it really is.
We got so much now with the kids and everything, so much packed into the weekend. I was looking at my weekend, I was like, wow,
Well, now that when I was growing up, I mean, I played football and baseball. I didn't play basketball. So there was stuff to do. But nowadays, you got kids that are doing all this extra stuff. And I talked to my friends' children who now have their kids in school. My friends' grandkids are in school. And nowadays, these kids do soccer and AP classes and all kinds of extracurricular.
Yeah.
They're doing nothing but driving kids all over the place, not only after school, but on weekends too, because there's practices and there's games or concerts or whatever. I don't know how they do it. My parents would have never. I mean, if I couldn't walk to baseball practice, I had to find a friend whose mother was going to take them because my dad wouldn't. He said, you can do it, but you got to get there and back. And my mother was so busy we had 4 kids in the family, so I don't know how they do it.
We're that way. I mean, I have one playing football, one playing volleyball right now.
Oh man,
volleyball last night we didn't leave there till I think 8:30.
Really, the game went that late?
Yeah, they somebody played a doubleheader. 8:30. No, it was 9 o'clock before we left there, and the other team had to drive all the way down to Evergreen area.
Oh my God, and
return
that's school
back.
night.
Yeah,
they still had to get up this morning and go to school.
Yeah, those kids are.
Ooh,
parents having a rough time this morning. So
I bet they are. That's. Well, last night I was in Columbiana, and I don't know. I guess it was junior varsity, but I mean, I had to go. I lived right by the high school there in Columbiana, and I went to a little restaurant in front of the school to eat dinner. And you couldn't have found a parking place anywhere near that school. If that's junior varsity, I'm telling you, they do support their JV teams because there were buses and cars everywhere last night. And they didn't get out till about 9 o'clock, 8:30, whatever happened. It went late.
Yeah.
Now there's
games.
Amazing. We're going to take a quick break at 7:12, 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. And we're glad you're with us here on Piper Peach Radio, Morning Mayhem, watching and listening. And I tell you, it's going to be another pretty nice day today. Right now, it's 67 degrees. The high today is going to be 82. But, you know, after what we've been through back in the middle of the summer, 82 feels pretty darn pleasant. So, anyway, we'll get you updated on more stuff. We're glad you're with us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to Piper Peach Radio, Morning Mayhem. We'll be right back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
We are back on this Friday morning. I can't believe it's Friday already with Labor Day weekend looming ahead of us here. And we're glad to be with you here on Morning Mayhem, Piper Peach Radio. Thank you for watching and for listening. We are going into Labor Day weekend, and that's a good time. You know, us here in Clanton and all of Chilton County and parts of Shelby County and all around, we're right here on the river and the lakes. So a lot of people, as you were talking about, you were sad that your boating was coming to an end. I live on the lake up in near Shelby, Alabama. Excuse me. A lot of people love the water. And so this is, for a lot of folks, the last big lake weekend for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
And after this, they'll winterize and put their boats up and put them in the, trail them or put them whatever. But this weekend is also can be a big party weekend, and that's where we want to say, please, if you're going to be drinking a bunch of beer or alcohol of anything you're partying, don't do it on the water. At least don't be driving your boat on the water. That drinking and driving is just as dangerous, and matter of fact, more so in a lot of ways, since there's no lanes. And we've had a couple of big serious boating accidents the last this last year. A couple of really bad ones that had fatalities and stuff, where people just ran into somebody else. And, you never know. So be real careful. And you got kids that are going to be doing their last time in the water and tubing and maybe on jet skis and that sort of stuff. Just be aware and don't be just flying around not paying attention. If you're pulling tubers, you have somebody watch the tubers. You watch ahead of you and, don't drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to love to party.
Yeah.
But, I grew up on Gunnersville, and then we also had a lake place years ago on Neely Henry. And I have friends that I just wouldn't get in the boat with them because they'd be out there hiding their beer in their coolers and drinking they'd get pretty slosh and be out there driving. And, I'm not a policeman. I didn't know I felt guilty because I knew I was complicit, but what are you going to do? I tell my friends, I say, look, you don't need to be driving right now. Let somebody else drive. I'm all right, So you kind of get put in a bad position. But you just got to be careful.
I'm sure the Marine Police will be out there too this weekend.
I think they'll be out in good numbers, but they can't.
Oh yeah,
can't always check everybody. And the tragedy. If you hurt somebody, you run over a kid in the water or something.
Oh, yeah.
There's no excuse for that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, just be careful if you're going to be out boating
and it is dangerous. A lot of boaters out there and.
That's the thing,
people
too.
Not paying attention.
On Lay Lake, I'm on Lay. Like yesterday, I sat out there and drank some coffee in the morning on my deck looking out over the water. I didn't see but one boat. I mean, it was beautiful, but it was deserted. Of course, it's near the end of the summer.
Yeah.
It was a Thursday. This weekend could be just packed.
Oh, yeah.
And being it's the last weekend, a lot of people are really they're out there to have a good time. And I want everybody safe.
Oh yeah,
don't want any tragedies, and
I bet the interstates are going to be a mess too.
That's and we live right here on I-65. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed the change in traffic on I-65 just in the last 5 years? Especially if you're going into town up there, you get up near Calera and Alabaster, and it's like rush hour all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
And, I live right off of up in Alabaster. I live just a mile or so off the interstate. And back 25, 30 years ago when I used to get up at 3 o'clock and drive into work up in Birmingham, I could get on that interstate and I might see 4 or 5 trucks, 1 or 2 cars, if that, going 30 miles in, Yeah. Now, when I retired, I would get on the interstate and be in lots of traffic all the way. Sometimes come to almost a stop or slow down for no reason. That's the other thing I never understand. This no reason stop. You just come to a halt and then you go off.
Take off.
There might be a shoe by the side of the road or a ladder or something. But people just come to a halt and get out of their cars and go look at a shoe and then get back in and drive
go
off.
all the way.
Rubberneckers. But yeah, the traffic on I-65. And so a lot of folks may be heading today, and especially tonight, Friday afternoon, Friday to the coast. Mm-hmm. So you can imagine I-65 south.
Oh, yeah.
This afternoon. And then same thing on Sunday coming back in. You can look on Sunday early afternoon. It looks like rush hour coming back north. It's crazy.
I have a feeling Sunday, Monday will be pretty full up on that interstate out there.
And Tuesday might even still be bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people have to go back to work on Tuesday, so it's crazy. All right, well, Labor Day weekend, so just be extra careful. No drinking, no driving. If you're going to drink, get where you're going to be and be safe and all that sort of stuff. Football, we had this last week was your first week to really hit into football. Y'all did a couple of games, game of the week and another game, and Isabella and Thorsby and Isabella got waxed during that game. Pretty badly, but it looks like football is now. I'm so glad it's back. We got college football coming back. I'm all excited.
Oh yeah,
I watch baseball a little, mainly just when it gets down to the World Series. I don't really have a baseball team I pull for that much. NFL, I like the pro football, but I don't really have a dog in a hunt there. I used to be a huge, back 20 years ago, 30 years ago, Cowboys fan. Years before that, I was a Dolphins fan because so many Alabama players were there. I was a Titans fan for a while. I don't know. Now I just watch football. I enjoy it. I don't really pull for anybody. Do you have a big pro team you pull for?
No, not really. Never really got into pro ball.
Me neither. We're from the South.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything but the hapless Falcons and the hapless Saints for so many years. The Titans gave us a little bit of hope, and then the Dolphins. Anyway, we just never had a low. We didn't. If we'd had a, I was a big Birmingham Stallions fan.
Yeah,
I really liked that, and they did great. But then the league, crumbled. So, I'm with you. I'm mainly a college football, and I'm an Alabama fan because I went to Alabama, but I got a full disclosure, I'm not an Auburn hater because my best friend Raymond that grew up across the street from me, we're like brothers. Love him better than a brother. He and I have been best friends since we were 5 years old. I need to bring Raymond in here sometime. And he went to Auburn. I went to Alabama. So I'm not going to diss Auburn. So I pull for Auburn as hard as I pull for Alabama until they play each other.
Yeah.
And then I don't, if I lose to Auburn, well, I'm not going to diss because of Raymond, and of course it's been wonderful because for so many years now he's lost most of the time. I don't want to gloat, but anyway. So are you an Alabama or Auburn fan?
Yeah, I'm an Alabama fan, but I'm like you. I pull for Auburn, but always my theory is I want Auburn to be a good team when they come play us and then beat them.
Yeah, that's right. I want them to do just great, and I'm also one of those Alabama State fans. I like Troy. I like Samford. I like anybody from the state of Alabama. I want them to do great. Jacksonville State, Jack State, go Gamecocks.
Yeah, UNA.
USA. I mean,
Oh yeah.
But and I guess doesn't UNA? They've got a football team too.
They do. Yeah. UNA's got a good football
so
team.
I'm glad for all of them, but then I want the SEC. I used to be a huge SEC fan over every other, but now the SEC has gotten so fragmentedly, diverse, but you got Missouri and all this. It doesn't seem like the SEC anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know who's in it anymore.
I don't
can't
either.
Keep up.
They
with
keep
it.
throwing up new teams in there,
and this NIL's kind of messed things up for me too. I know that's debatable subject. Not a fan though.
What isn't?
The NIL, the way the NIL's taken.
Oh my God, it has ruined college football to me.
It really
of course,
has.
that's why Saban said he got out of it. And the portal and the NIL stuff has turned college football from a thing where you took pride in your institution. You were an Alabama or an Auburn fan or because you love the school and you love the traditions. Now the players have no loyalty to anything. A lot of them don't. They just want where they can get the most money and then get the most prospect for going to the pros.
Yeah.
I don't deny them since that may be their only shot at something great, but the whole system is now taken away for me so much from what college football was built on.
Yeah. And I'm by no means an expert, but there seems to be no loyalty anywhere because you can just pull up roots, enter the portal and leave.
Right.
And I'm like, well, the coach yelled at me. So
you remember in the old days, if you switched schools, you had to lay out a year.
Yeah.
You had to waste a year sitting on the bench because you can, there's no penalty now for just jumping ship. You can jump ship all you want.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that's a good life lesson, a good lesson for anything.
Neither did Saban.
Yeah.
He said it went from developing young men into good citizens with a lot of character and strength of character to just a business and just how much money can I make and no loyalty, no sense of personal pride, Crazy.
Yeah. It's really taken a turn for the,
Yeah, I don't like it.
More negative turn in my opinion. So I've lost interest in that also pretty much.
The NIT stuff?
Yeah, the NIL, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the NIL stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of I watch football and I'm like, okay, it's okay, but it's not.
Yeah,
well,
I used to growing up. Of course, I was a big Alabama fan. I was passionate about Auburn. My rivalry. I hated Tennessee. Remember the old line that you hate Auburn. If you're an Alabama fan, you hate Auburn because you're supposed to, but you hate Tennessee because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just hated Tennessee.
Yeah.
Just like Auburn hated Georgia.
Yeah.
That was two big rivalries. Then there was LSU and that was a whole big deal. And then and back then, Georgia Tech was a powerhouse sometimes. Vanderbilt was a powerhouse that could, you know, and then now it's just, it's not that anymore.
Florida and those teams. Isn't it interesting how we disliked Saban, though, till he came to Alabama?
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, he was
hated
LSU.
Saban, LSU, and then he came to Alabama.
And LSU still hates him.
Yeah.
Because of the way he left,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, it's funny. It does seem like some of the passion and the emotion is kind of dissolved a little bit out of the college football game now. Anyway, all right, we've got the football we're going to talk about. What do you got coming up this week? Well, we had one game last night, or a couple of games last night, didn't we?
Yeah, well, Billingsley, who did Billingsley play last night? Anyway.
They beat Greensboro last night.
That was
22-0.
Is that who they played? Beat Greensboro? I don't think it was. Yeah, that was the last week, I think.
Oh, last week?
Yeah, so
Clanton,
Clanton,
that was last
we
week.
had Clanton last night. Clanton played Jemison in Jemison.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Chilton
won.
County with Jemison.
Yep.
36-14.
Clanton beat Jemison
Billingsley
and
lost to
Billingsley lost to Fayetteville?
Yeah,
Okay.
43-40. It was close.
Didn't have any updates over that. Oh, that was a close game.
Wow.
I bet that was fun, too.
And then tonight you got Isabella playing Maplesville.
That's going to be
Is that going to be our live game tonight? Excellent. What time's that kickoff? 6:30 you start coverage. Kickoff at, 7? Something like that. Yeah, that's great. So if you want to listen to Isabella versus Maplesville, that's tonight. That'll be good. Then who's Thorsby playing?
Autauga Academy. They're right over here just in Pratt.
Yeah, I knew where
just outside of Prattville.
They ought to win that one.
Should be a good game. Autauga Academy's had some pretty
Do
good
they have
teams.
a good team?
Yeah. Had a pretty good team. Pretty
neat.
well coached over there. So that may be, well, I don't know. Thorsby's pretty good too. So we'll see how that goes. Thorsby beat Isabella.
And then who's Verbena playing?
Calhoun
County.
Yeah. Huh. Calhoun. It's over.
Isn't that like an hour's drive?
Yeah, it's like an hour and 15 minutes over there.
And these are both away games. So Thorsby and Verbena got to go to the other team.
Autauga Academy's not very far, 30 minutes or so, but Calhoun's a pretty good little drive.
That's got to be rough. You know, if you go an hour or so drive, get there and play the game, and then if you lose, that's a long ride back.
It is.
Especially if you lose.
Yeah.
If you win, still a long drive, but at least you're happy.
Yeah.
But when you lose, you come back. That's a long drive. I hated when I used to come back from a game we lost, an away game, you know, plus the humiliation of losing in their stadium, and they're usually pretty raucous on their side when you got to walk to the bus.
Yeah, get on that bus, make that long ride home.
Horrible.
Yeah,
makes it a long night. All right, it is 7:30. We're glad to be with you. We got more stuff coming up, and we're I got to ask you about something I found out during the last break that just knocks me out.
Yeah.
And you're going to be involved with this tomorrow. Your daughter is. Sheep?
Yes.
Sheep.
Yeah, sheep, those kind of sheep. Yeah.
I can't wait. We're talking sheep, mutton, if you want to eat them. Coming up in just a few minutes, you're listening and watching Piper Peach Radio's Morning Mayhem. It is 7:30. We'll be back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Good morning. It is 7:33, 27 minutes now away from 8 o'clock. We got some guests coming in just after 8 o'clock. We're going to talk wrestling. That is so bizarre. Local wrestling, though, is a hoot to watch. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
I used to go to Boutwell Auditorium back in the early 60s and watch wrestling at the old Boutwell Auditorium in Birmingham, and there was a famous wrestler in Birmingham named Tojo Yamamoto, and everybody loved Tojo. He was a big Japanese. He was Japanese. He looked like a sumo wrestler.
Sumo wrestler? Yeah.
Big old boy, big fat, but wrestler.
Yeah.
And Tojo Yamamoto was, and there was a guy that always did. It was shown live. Believe it or not, back when there were only 3 channels and everything was in black and white on TV, young people can't even imagine that nowadays. Even older folks that aren't my age, we only had black and white TV, and they didn't have but 3 channels. In Birmingham, you had 6, 13. Well, you only had 2 for a while, 6 and 13. Then they added 42, which was UHF. You had to buy a converter to put it on your TV to watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they played live wrestling from on Saturday nights for an hour, and a guy named Sterling Brewer. I love that name, Sterling. That's his real name. Sterling Brewer was the guy that did the announcing. So I got to go to a couple of those, and people in the audience would go crazy, and you had a lot of old women in there. There were a lot of women 45, 50 plus.
Yeah.
And back then I thought they were old, but there were a lot of women 60 plus in there. Yelling and
really,
it was great.
Wrestling.
Yeah, and Tojo was he came in as a bad guy, but within a couple of years he became the star, and he turned good.
Yeah.
Then he was a good guy. There was a guy named The Undertaker that was a friend of mine that was a big Mason. He was The Undertaker, not the famous one. This was a local guy that had it long before the Undertaker that got famous.
Yeah.
He was actually called that because he actually was, he worked at a funeral home. He was a mortician. Really? So The Undertaker was this big old, he was a Mason, and he was a big old guy. And one night he and Tojo were wrestling, and he told me this one night. He said he felt something burning on his leg, and he looked down, and this old woman was so mad at him for having pinned Tojo Yamamoto that she had gotten up out of her purse one of those church keys, a thing that opens beer bottles and Coke bottles. It's got that pointy thing, and she was raking open his calf, just opening him up like with a knife. To get him off of Tojo Yamamoto. And he told Tojo, he said, take me. So he'd have to turn him over, then he was winning. And then they had to go and stitch his leg up and all that stuff.
She was serious.
Oh, they took it. They thought it was real. It was like my mother used to, watch The Secret Storm and Days of Our Lives and Wuthering Heights or whatever. I don't know. There were all these, soap operas.
Oh, yeah.
My mother, those were her stories, and they were real to her.
Yeah.
When someone died, she cried for 2 days.
People talk about all the characters and what was going on in those. I remember that was
a big deal. Yeah. So Tojo, anyway, I digress. These local wrestling matches can be fun to watch. I mean, because you can get into it, and you have a good time. So we'll be talking about that here in a few minutes with, what's the guy's name that's coming in? I've forgotten now. Jason Coleman with Banger Things Wrestling. And then we're going to talk about I guess a fundraising rodeo that's coming up tomorrow. The Lay Lake, what is it called? Bulls and Bronx Barrels. So I guess there's barrel racing, bronc riding, and bull riding. And you know, I'm not a fan of bull riding anymore because 30 years ago I decided to try to ride a bull at a rodeo in Birmingham. It was a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
But it went awry. And I remember watching that morning where Fred Hunter on Fox 6 rode a bull, and it threw him off really bad. But he had been a bull rider when he was in high school.
Yeah.
And it rang his bell really bad because when he got up, he could tell he had a concussion. I thought, I'm going to do that tonight. I don't know if this is... Anyway, that night, idea. I got more than a concussion. The bull threw me off and then stomped me in the face and knocked this eyeball, my left eyeball, knocked it out of, it tore up my socket of my eye, shoved the eyeball down in my sinus cavity and cracked my skull and my jaw and broke teeth. It was a pretty bad experience, but I can at least say I was a bull rider one time. And they said, how long did you hang on? You know, because you got to hang on 8 seconds to qualify, to get points. I hung on for 0.8 seconds. Didn't quite make it the whole way.
Quick trip.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it almost threw me out I was hard. It was dumb. Anyway, so we'll talk about that coming up. So that'll be fun. Here's what I want to talk about. Sheep.
Yes.
I had no idea. Are you a shepherd?
Yeah, on some days I am.
I mean, you actually have, how many sheep do you have?
My daughter has, we only have 3 right now. We had one that we lost recently, but we'll have some more. You know, they're breeding now, so we'll have more come in. But
you have them throw lambs and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they throw lambs and everything. So it's
you have 2 right now, 2 adults?
Yeah, we have three adults, and we have we have 2 female and one male.
What's their names? I know they got names.
Oh, I don't know. One of them is B1 and one of them is B2.
Really? You don't
I
name
can't remember
them?
the other one's name. She usually does, but I always counter with something, something really dumb that she don't like. So just to be an irritant to her. So sometimes
like me wearing this mohawk because my wife hates it so much.
Yeah. I do those kind of things to her. I'm like,
so you got B1 and B2.
B1 and B2.
You could have made them Hispanic and called one of them Jose and Jose B.
Yeah, Jose and Jose B. Well, I'll come up with our Bobby Joe, names like that. And she's just like, Daddy, come on.
What's the third one?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember right now the name of.
So, are they pregnant yet?
No, they're actually right now. They're off in. Some's off to be. Or one's off to be bred right now. One's in Mississippi.
Wow.
Getting inseminated. So,
really?
Yeah, that's more of a process than what I thought. I didn't realize till we got into this.
You don't let nature do it, then they do it. They artificially inseminate
we
them.
want to be sure we get some
and
lambs out of this.
Why do you have? What does she do with these sheep? She show them?
Just shows them.
Okay, so what? This is fascinating to me. What do you when you show a sheep? I'm familiar with dog shows.
Yeah.
Are sheep shows the same thing? Do you put them up on a thing? Somebody feels them all up and sees what they look like and checks their fur and their teeth, and then do they walk them around or do anything? Do they really?
Same thing. Yeah, you walk them in the ring. Of course, you don't put them up on the stand because they're
big.
They're tall enough anyway. And then the judge comes by and feels the muscle structure and looks at them, and everything else. And
what are they judged on?
They're judged on they're really judged basically on their structure and their muscle
to a standard.
Yeah, to their muscle to fat content. And
really?
Yeah, and being honest with you, this is her 3rd year doing this, and I still don't understand lots of it. I'm learning more every year, and there's different parts and pieces. Even the way the neck comes out of the chest is
well, they really have
factor.
some standards then.
They do. They have some standards.
Who do you get to? Who's a sheep judge? especially around here.
Yeah, no, they come out of Texas, Oklahoma, all over the place.
Because we don't have that many sheep around here.
Sheep's not as big a deal around here as it is in these other states.
Right.
So.
Well, I have a friend, Jeanette Reynolds. She and her husband Croc live. They have the lake house next to us, and they're dear friends of ours. But they live in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And for a couple of years, or a year and a half, or something, Jeanette had 3 sheep in her backyard. Mm-hmm. She had a mama and 2. Yeah. They were beyond lambs, but they were young. I don't know. What do you call a young sheep?
It's a lamb till it gets to be a year old, then it's a sheep.
All right, so it's just a sheep, and it was just a young sheep, 2 young sheep.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if you went out to her, they were in a fenced-in area behind their house, and when you went out, if the mama sheep was out there looking at you, she would pretty loudly bleat at you, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
She'd go, like that. Well, actually, it was more like, it was low. It was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'd say, hey, and they live in a little town outside of Fort Worth called Azle, Texas. A-Z-L-E or A-Z-E-L. Azle, Texas. Mm-hmm. And she named the sheep Hazel. So the sheep was Hazel from Azle. And it would just go to everybody that came out back to tell him. But when Jeanette walked out, who was basically her mother, her keeper, she'd go completely different. She'd see her, she'd go, Ma, like mama. And it was weird. Anybody else come out? She'd come out, Ma. It's weird. Yeah. Anyway, they finally, her leg got messed up, Jeanette's, and she couldn't take care of them, so they had to sell them. And it broke her heart. Yeah. Does your daughter get get attached to these sheep?
Oh, yeah. So, she does.
What happens do you ever eat them?
No.
You know?
Yeah, she forbids
that's why
that.
I think I'd like to have a pig or a pet or a sheep, because if you ever got mad at them or tired, you can always eat them.
Yeah.
I can't eat my dog. I'm sure not going to try to eat that cat.
You can, but it's frowned upon.
It is, it is frowned upon. And cat's a little stringy. You have to do those in burritos.
Yeah.
The sheep thing, that's pretty cool. Now, how did she get into, how do you suddenly decide you're going to show sheep in Alabama?
She had a cousin that was showing sheep. And they said,
they live around here?
They live out toward Montgomery.
Oh, so they're in the state.
Yeah. And they said, somebody asked my daughter, said, do you want to show sheep? And she thought about it, and she's like, oh, yeah. And I thought, okay, we're going to show sheep. You show up, you get
do you
your
have
sheep
to have
off trailer
more than one?
You do with sheep. Well, yeah.
Are they like herding you, so you got to have more than one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sheep do not like to be alone. They have to stay together.
I got to ask you this. Mm-hmm. Is it expensive having sheep?
To me, it is. They say compared to other livestock, cows and horses, it's a lot less expensive. But
than a horse. Me, it's still, a horse is just an animal which to pour hideous amounts of money into.
Yeah, it's like a boat.
Hole in the water,
money in it.
Pour money. But the sheep are less. What do they eat? Sheep food?
Yeah, you feed them, hay and there's some grain mixes and things that you give them because you want to try to adjust their weight. So you weigh their food up and feed them.
Because you want them a certain fat to lean ratio so they'll show well. How often does she show them?
She shows just about every weekend from, when did we start? July.
Really?
Yeah, through November.
So pretty much from Christmas till the spring,
all the way through November. We quit in November or so.
And then they're just your pet.
Then they go to the sale.
Then they what?
Go to the sale.
Oh, do you only keep them 1 year?
Yeah, unless it's a female, we'll keep her. But
But the males are good after a year.
Yeah, they're just all they do is
does that hurt her feelings? Does she get attached to them?
A little bit, but it's almost a good life lesson too. You learn.
Yeah, everything comes, everything goes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to. I've had to put some really good dogs that I love down. A couple of cats that I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, but I've gotten attached to 2 cats in my life that I loved as well as I did a dog, pretty much. And boy, when if you have to put them down, oh my God,
it's tough. Yeah,
it is. That my last dog, I had this huge Great Pyrenees named Monty, and Monty and we were buds.
Yeah,
and also he was almost 200 pounds. He weighed about what I weighed, and his head's that big, huge, like a basketball, and those big eyes. It was like a human. I mean, he was amazing. When he looked at you, you were looking at each other as adults. And when I had to put him to sleep, and he lived a good, long, healthy life for a big dog. He did good. He went to like 14 years or something, and they rarely get past 9. Those big dogs like that.
Really.
But it broke my heart. And that was probably 10 years ago, and I've yet to be able to get the guts up to get another dog.
Yeah. It's tough when you have one you're that attached to it.
Oh, I was. He was my buddy. And, so it's tough to imagine. I've often wondered, like a lot of these kids that do calves, they raise these calves up, and then they eat them, you know? And I had a friend whose son raised a calf up and showed him and did real well, got a nice blue ribbon or something for it. And I asked, and his name was Bobo. And I said, a year later, I ran into the kid, his dad, my friend's son. I said, how's Bobo? He said, Bobo was delicious. Rubbed this on. Oh, God. I mean, that is farm life, and it is life. I mean, I eat steak and love it, but I don't want to be the one to dispatch the cow and then cut the. I mean, I used to hunt, and I don't know. I've gotten soft in my old age. Now I don't want to. I just don't think about it. I do like to eat meat, so I'm being hypocritical, but I guess
I do too. But somebody asked me one day, said, "Well, why don't you raise a cow, out there and eat it also?" And I'm kind of like, I can't do that. He kind of like my friend after I fed him all these years.
Bingo, and talk to him and pat on him, and they look at you.
Yeah. And
I get too attached too easy, I guess. I mean, I got to where I didn't even want to kill, dove and quail when I'd go bird hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, I was such a bad shot, they had a great chance with me. I mean, they weren't in too much danger with me. I was a terrible shot. But I used to hunt deer, and I had no problem with that. And squirrel, I used to eat squirrel. I grew up in the South. I used to go hunting before I'd go to high school. And me and a buddy, we'd shoot some squirrels and bring them back and clean them. And his mother would fix them for us the next morning. We had squirrel and eggs for breakfast. They were delicious. But even now, I see those little squirrels out on my deck eating all my bird food, and I want to go grab the pellet gun. And then I look at them, and they're so cute and all that. I know they're eating up my soffits, and they're destroying my house, whatever. Yeah. But I just go, I don't know what's happened in my old age.
Can't do it, huh?
Yeah, I keep thinking some bigger animal's going to shoot my butt, so I don't want to do it. Anyway, it's neat. I love this thing about sheep. Now, does she do that in school through the FFA? Or is that?
No, she does it. She just goes and does it. It's just kind of a little group in Alabama.
Thing.
Yeah, Alabama lamb producers. Kind of sets all this up and handles.
Is there is the sheep industry big in Alabama?
No, not very big at all.
I know the cattle industry is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of porcine, a lot of pork and pig stuff. Chickens are huge, but you just don't hear. And of course, that's all for meat.
Yeah.
But in Europe, sheep and mutton is huge, and they eat a lot of sheep in Europe, and goat. Yeah. That's the other thing. Of course, a lot of the Mexicans still like goat here because it's a traditional barbacoa and that sort of stuff. And I know there's the goat industry in Alabama's gotten a lot bigger over the last 10 or 15 years because of the Hispanic population that still wants some goat for their traditional barbacoa and other things. So even the goat stuff's come up a little, but I know the British love lamb. They eat a lot of lamb.
Yeah, and the Hispanics will buy the sheep up too at the sale.
The what?
Hispanic people will purchase the sheep when they go to the sale too.
And for a while there, emu got kind of big because people like emu. Have you ever eaten emu?
I have.
It's like steak. Yeah. It looks just like a fillet. It's very dry. I mean, it's very lean. It's kind of dry.
Not as good
you
as
got to eat it pretty rare, or it's going to be pretty dry. Which I don't know if I want to eat rare emu. I don't like any foul rare.
Yeah, I'll stick with the steak as long as I can afford it.
It's a lot cheaper, actually, even as expensive as steak is. Emu's higher.
Yeah.
It is 7:51 now. It's 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock. 7:51 or 7:52 now, and it's going to be a beautiful day today. Going to be nice. 82 or 3, I think, is our high today, and right now it's still under 70. So it's a beautiful morning, and we thank you for listening and watching us here, Piper Peach Radio Morning Mayhem. We'll be back. We got guests coming up in just a few minutes, talking about wrestling, talking about rodeos. That's all American stuff. We'll talk about it coming up on Piper Peach Radio.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination, coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Work out anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
All right, we are back, and oh boy, we're going to talk some fun stuff now. We were talking sheep. Y'all are following sheep talk.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I don't know what that says, but I just thought I'd let you know this is a lot more exciting, a lot more entertaining than sheep. Maybe not as tasty if you like mutton or you like lamb chops. But we've got wrestling here to talk about here. Now, your name is Jason. Your given name, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, here, talking. Y'all both have to share a mic there. But you don't know, most people don't know you as Jason unless they grew up with you, right?
Right. That is correct.
What do they know you as?
Well, the people in the wrestling community know me as the master of the flip-flop chop, the castaway, Cabana Mandan.
Cabana Mandan.
Yes, CMD, baby.
There you go. I like that. And we got Bass with us. Hey, Bass.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I asked him if he was a large or smallmouth. He wouldn't. He took me down. Yeah, he flipped. Now, what is this? You're the master of what?
The flip-flop chop.
All right, what is a flip-flop chop?
Well, I take a flip-flop and I chop you with it. Which I won't do that to you because, you might sue me.
No, I wouldn't.
But I take the sandal.
I might pay you extra.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds kind of exciting.
Well, it is 2025, so.
The flip-flop chop.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you wear flip-flops? Where did the flip-flop come from? Or is that, you've got one on stage, on the, what do you call it? The ring.
Well, I wrestle barefooted.
Oh, you do?
So I come out in flip-flops.
There you go.
And I leave them in the corner. And when I need them, if someone's cheating, beating me up, and I can get to them, I get my little comeuppance. Oh, yeah. And I line them up.
Oh, do you really whop them good?
I do. Chest, the butt, the face, wherever I can hit.
Well, no, you could. I've actually had experience with that because one time when I was doing something stupid at the beach, my dad picked up a flip flop and let me have it. He popped me good.
Well,
and it makes a noise.
It does. It makes a noise. Everybody can
hear it.
Everybody can hear it. Everybody knows what that feels like.
Right.
Especially my Hispanic fans. They always know about the chancla. So they get it. They get it. They don't want that the molly-whopping.
The molly-whopping. How did you? All right. Well, we're going to talk. First of all, let's tell everybody why we're talking about wrestling because your banger things are coming to Clanton, right?
That's right. Presented by Young Baz. Big New South fan, makes a lot of our theme songs now, and they're awesome. Yes. And he's like, so when can we come to my neck of the woods?
Right.
Mine isn't his, and he's been the mastermind behind all this. We're like the genie granting him wishes.
Basically.
I love it. So where are you gonna be doing this rodeo and when?
So
that's this rodeo, this wrestling match.
So it's gonna be at the Clanton Performing Arts Center, right up the road at Jeff State.
Oh, I love that. That's a great.
Oh yeah,
that's a nice venue.
It's huge too, so we can fit plenty of people in there. So
where do you hold the matches on the floor in front of the stage or on the stage? I mean, how do you work that out in the venue?
So we're using the exhibition hall.
Oh, okay.
Big old room. Yeah.
And then you can work all around it.
Yes, sir. It's going to be big and it's going to be great.
I love it.
Hopefully everybody in Clanton will show up and we'll all have a good time together next Saturday night.
I think you will. Now, so you don't wrestle?
No, sir. I just make music and help promote all the shows.
So, not yet.
Yeah, you're working on it.
Well, you never know what can happen.
You're a big guy.
Yeah,
you could. Of course, I've seen some little guys that were pretty bad in the ring too.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask. So you do the music for the arena and for each performer. Do you have the theme song or something for them?
There are a few New South wrestlers that I have recorded entrance songs for.
Oh, neat.
And then also when we do like our big pay-per-view shows and stuff, or what we call our pay-per-view shows, I'll do the theme songs for them sometimes. Like I did our Hoss tournament. That's one of our biggest shows of the year, and I did the song for that. I did the song for Winter Wars, which is like our Royal Rumble every year. So, those are
good
two
for
pretty big
you.
shows.
So, can you build your songs? Do you do it all yourself, or do you bring in other musicians?
So, most of the time, I'll hire a producer to make a beat for me.
Right.
And then I got a studio at my house, and I record it all myself and then send it to my mixing engineer, and he'll make it sound like it's radio ready.
Do you play a lot of different instruments?
Not really. I usually just do the vocals and everything.
And the vocals?
Yes, sir.
Does he do good?
Yes, he does, and I take 2 coconuts and clap them together.
That's
my contribution.
So
like Monty Python.
I was going to say, so you can be riding around on your horse like Monty Python. I think that is amazing. Now I got to ask you, how did you get into wrestling? Because not everybody does this.
Well, I've been a lifelong wrestling fan. The very first wrestling matches I saw was like the early WrestleManias, like Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. Me and my grandma used to rent the tapes from mom and pop video stores back in the early 90s. And,
right.
Long story short, we started backyard wrestling. I found another store that rented tapes, and they told me about a show up the road that says they train people, and I got trained in the back of an antique store in Center, Alabama. And
Did you really?
That was 24 years ago.
Wow, in Center, Alabama.
Yeah.
Who was your teacher up there? Do you remember?
Yes, Chief Little Lynn.
Chief Little Wind?
Little Lynn.
Little Wren.
Yeah. So.
The reason I asked that is that I actually knew a couple of guys that one of them was a wrestler in Birmingham and had been nationally done a little bit until he got hurt. And his brother was the police chief of Center, Alabama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of their names. He was the wrestler, became a guard. Every concert I had to MC at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center or every big event, there his brother was. Huge guy. Not much of a personality. He just kind of sat there, but he was huge.
Right.
And arms like that, big like. And anyway, he was the nicest guy. He just kind of laid back and just sat there. Nobody messed with him, of course.
No.
What he said, you did. And his Val something was the center police chief, but this was his brother. And this has been 30 years ago, but it's amazing. So you start taking wrestling now. You take wrestling lessons. Do they teach you the academic art of wrestling like you would do in high school, college, and the Olympics, or do they teach you the more adventurous wrestling with the moves that are more dynamic and entertaining?
Well, back when I started, it was pretty much you're in a falling apart ring in the back of an antique store, and you're just getting body slammed, clotheslined, hip tossed, stretched. You're rolling around, you're running the ropes, and you just learn how to fall a lot.
Let's see. I guess this sounds like to me you're really learning how to take a hit and take a fall without hurting yourself.
Pretty much. I mean, it's like being a stuntman.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, I mean, everything hurts. Your neck's killing you, your knees, your back. I mean, it could be just trying to run people off to see if they really want to do this or not.
Yeah.
And I wanted to.
You
stick
hung
with
in
it.
there.
Yeah. The first day was rough, and there was 3 of us that started. Only 2 of us went back. So, and then within like 3 years, I was the only one left because we had a big group of backyard guys. Once we started training to wrestle, everybody else wanted to too, but they didn't stick around.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're smarter than I am, but.
Well, I was going to ask. Now, you're doing this pretty regularly, right?
Yes. I mean, just about every weekend we've got shows somewhere in Alabama. Like about 5 years ago, I was wrestling 3 times a week every week, all over. With visiting 17 states and Washington D.C. in my career, and
wow,
Pacific Northwest, East Coast, Midwest.
Really, you've been everywhere. So I got to ask this because it's kind of the dark side of it. What about injuries and concussions? Have you had any concussions?
Well, if you don't get diagnosed with one, I guess you don't have one, right?
There you go. It's like if you don't get caught, you didn't do anything wrong. Because the only thing that worries me is like I worry now with football players, soccer players, any contact sport, and yours is definitely a contact sport. If it's the contact sport that I can think of, you worry about long-term effects and what you're going to be like when you're 50. That kind of thing. Does that concern you at all?
It does. You just gotta, work smarter, not harder out there.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yes, you can.
You really can.
Absolutely.
So there were some guys that just didn't care, and it didn't matter if they got head injuries and broken bones. They figured they'd heal up and just go on.
I used to be young like that too.
Yeah,
so.
That's young and dumb is what that is, isn't it? I mean, it really is. I mean, I'm that way too. When you're young, you just don't care. You don't think about it.
Right. Yeah.
But you got to, I just worry about the long term. Because I'm my age now, that's all I have is long term,
What are you, 45?
I'm coming to the show. I'm your biggest fan. My God, and I'll bring flip-flops.
There you go.
I want to see the flip-flop chop.
Oh, you're definitely going to see one. Oh, yeah. Especially to one of our opponents, Jake Franklin, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Andy, you're a big sports fan. Do you like wrestling?
I don't watch wrestling very much. I think something on a local level like this would be a lot of fun. My son watches it all the time.
Yeah.
He's into it big time, So
well, I was telling you guys before y'all came on. I used to go down to the Boutwell Auditorium in Birmingham. There was no Civic Center. That was the big place then, where all the big concerts. And every Saturday night there was wrestling. And I'd go down there. I'd go down there and enjoy watching these big local guys and some national guys that would come through. And they actually aired wrestling every Saturday night live on TV in Birmingham on Fox Channel 6 back then. And Sterling Brewer was the announcer and the big star. He came in as a bad guy. This wasn't that long after World War II.
Right.
This is in the late 50s, early 60s. We hadn't been out of World War II for 10, 12 years at that point. And this Japanese guy comes in. Of course, we hated that most people that had been in World War II hated the Japanese. We'd been fighting them. They'd been killing each other. Tojo Yamamoto. Tojo was this Japanese guy. He could have been China. I can't tell, but he was only about 5'9", but he was 7 foot wide. He was this big sumo wrestler looking dude, but he was short. And he was the bad guy. Everybody booed him and hated him that first couple of years. And then somehow he became the good guy. Yeah. And then everybody loved Tojo Yamamoto. And, some people, the older guys that had been in World War II probably still hated him because they wouldn't buy Japanese cars. They hated the Japs. So anyway, Japanese, I shouldn't say it, the old man. But anyway, and I remember I had a friend whose dad wrestled, and he called himself the Undertaker because he actually was a mortician. Big old guy. He was a Mason. I was telling this with Andy a while ago. And he pinned Tojo. When Tojo was the good guy, he was the bad guy. Undertaker was the bad guy. He pinned him, and it was wrestling him, holding him down. And he felt a burning sensation in his leg, and he looked down, and a 70-year-old woman was raking his calf with a church key, they call it. But, it's a bottle opener, can opener with that sharp point, opening him up. And he told Tojo, he said, take me. And Tojo rolled him over, and the lady left him alone. Then he had to be carried off and stitched up, And but he said back then they would even those people would get into it so much in the audience that it was really dangerous for the wrestlers because they really would throw a chair up at them in the ring, or they really would bring weapons and try to hurt them. Have you ever had anything like that happen?
Yes, actually I have.
All right, this I gotta hear.
All right, so
I thought that was long ago and far away.
So I was wrestling in a town next to Sylacauga called, I think it was like Oak Grove or something like that. something with oak in it, and we're wrestling at this place called the Pork and Beef.
Pork and Beef?
It was a barbecue restaurant bar, and we just happened to have wrestling there. As the night progressed, people drank, and for some reason they stopped liking me and were booing me towards the end of the night. And then this lady had too much to drink, and she chased me down in the locker room and tried to get in the locker room, and security had to hold her back. So
was she doing it because she wanted?
She wanted to beat me up.
She wanted a piece of you. She wanted to beat you up.
Yeah, she did.
She wasn't coming and hitting on you as an admirer.
No,
she wanted to take you out, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What about the admirers?
They're fine. They're there. It's fine.
Do you have to deal with that too? I mean, do they come on strong?
I mean, not me. I mean, I'm old compared to all these other guys wrestling. The younger guys, they do have the admirers.
Do they really?
I'm kind of like the elder statesman of wrestling.
Yeah, but you're not that old. Are they all? Are most wrestlers really young? I mean, like 18, 19, 20?
Yeah, like 20s or something. I'm 40, so.
You are not. Yes. You don't look 40.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm your biggest fan. I'll see you Saturday.
Really? Now, all right, so you're 40. Are you feeling the effects of...
I feel 60.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Some days are good, some days are bad,
Arthritis?
Yeah, my knees, it bothers me a little bit. Back, neck, I mean, you know.
You ever had any bad injuries?
Not really.
Good,
Not
good.
really. I mean... I'm missing an ACL, and I haven't had one of those in a long time. It doesn't really bother me.
Really?
Yeah.
You can still have good range of motion in your shoulder?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've gotten lucky to, not really get super hurt. So let's, knock on wood.
Yeah, I was going to say, got one coming up soon. The is wrestling, it had kind of a peak, and then it kind of declined, and now it seems like wrestling's getting hot again.
It does certainly feel that way. It seemed like before 2020, it kind of took a dip, and then people were desperate for an alternative, and that's when another company called AEW kind of rose up, and then the independent scene, which is the level that we're on, started growing because people want the alternative, and then WWE got really popular again, which for a second kind of hurt us, I guess, because everybody wants to watch WWE, but their ticket prices have gone through the roof.
Oh, yeah. They're amazing. To go to one of these events like at the BJCC up in Birmingham, you got to shell out some big bucks, and that doesn't even include getting there, parking, and all, and if you want to eat or drink something.
Well, the good thing about the ticket prices for WWE going up, ours stayed the same.
Exactly.
So y'all's looks really good.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could get a front row. Well, you can't get a front row ticket for this show because we're sold out.
They're sold out. That's good.
$25 to get front row on WWE is like hundreds of dollars. So
it is.
So now you're talking just
your front row was how much?
$25.
Oh my God, you can't watch a movie for that.
That's right. Exactly. That's right.
And you get live entertainment. You're right up front. So this is going to be when again? What's the date?
Saturday, September 6th.
A week from tomorrow.
That's right.
Exactly. 1 week from tomorrow, and you're going to be over at Jeff State in Clanton here at the exhibition hall. And I think it sounds like it's going to be just a great, fun night. Oh, yeah. Is there food and drink available there? Do they have that, or is it?
Yes.
You do. So
we'll
you have
a food
concessions
truck,
and all
and
that?
we've got concessions, so... you can eat before you get there, but if you choose not to eat, there's going to be food, drink, concessions, that kind of stuff. We have a bunch of matches. Front rows, we mentioned it's sold out, but there's plenty of floor seats, second, third row, and this and that and the other. And then there's also bleachers in there. So, there's probably not going to be a bad seat in the house. And I don't know about you, but I think Clanton is excited for New South.
I think so too.
I've definitely heard the buzz around the city and everything else. A lot of people have asked me how to get tickets and everything. So, if you do want to get tickets, it's newsouthtix.com.
DeepSouthTix.com.
New South.
New South.
Yes,
NewSouthTix.com.
That's right.
Sir.
That is so cool. Can they also call is there a box office, or they have to get them strictly online?
They can just buy them at the door too.
Oh, you can. You can just come up that night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. So if you got last minute things, you can come up, or you can reserve your tickets now. Either way works for us. With the front row being gone, everything else is kind of first come, first serve. I mean, we'd have to pack in a lot of people to sell it out, and I hope we get
that's
to do
a
that.
huge. That exhibition hall's big.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's and it's air conditioned, nice, come inside. So if it's raining or bad weather, no problem. Right. I think y'all are gonna have a great night.
Oh, it's not going to be the back of an antique store. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty good fights. Like in the back room of my grandparents' house when we had a family reunion. There were some good fights back there. So, Bass, do you live here in town?
Yes, sir, I do. I live over there near Verbena.
Excellent,
Yes,
excellent.
sir.
Well, I'm glad about it. I think this is so cool. The marriage of arts here. You got the wrestling, you got the music.
Yes,
They combine to do some great stuff, and I think you're going to have a good. Your music will be just loudly displayed that night.
I'm sure we'll play a few of the tracks I've made.
Now, most of your wrestlers that are coming, are a lot of them from around here, or are they from all over?
Our core roster members are from Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. We do have a couple fly-ins. We have a guy from New Jersey. We have a guy from New York coming.
A couple of Yankees.
And then we got a transplant. He was from Atlanta, but he's moved to not Seattle, but Tacoma. No, Spokane, Washington.
Oh, Spokane.
Yeah, we got Odinson. So we got a lot of people that are like local, but we also bring in top talent from other territories.
That is awesome.
That's what you got to do.
All right, I got it. Before we let you go, I got to ask you what maneuver do you hate doing the most?
Getting pinned.
Is that it? That means you lost, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, you don't want to lose.
I mean, I don't.
Is there anything that's just painful? I mean, that you're going to have to. They're going to do to you, and you just.
I don't like German suplexes. The one where they pick you by the waist and throw you backwards. I don't like that one.
That's called a German suplex.
It's a belly to back suplex.
Ooh,
where they
that
pick
sounds
you up
awful.
And drop you on the back of your head.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like there's any way to keep that from being painful.
No, that's why I don't like
You just got to deal with it. Those Nazis. And then what do you think? What thrills the crowds the most? What really gets them fired up? Is it just the whole atmosphere? Is it any one thing that they love the most? Is there anything that just gets the audience to go crazy? Is it the music?
In my opinion, I believe it's just all the big moves and the matches themselves. Like just that anniversary last week, it was deafening how loud it was.
Really?
And yes, there was at least 500 people in there. I mean, and we were packed in there, and it was amazing. And the chants start going, everybody gets into it. And it's a great time. The fans, like you said, the atmosphere is just amazing.
That is great. Well, I hope you have that exact same thing happen this week from tomorrow.
That's right.
Yes,
All right, it's a week from tomorrow at Jeff State here in Clanton in the Exhibition Center. It's Banger Things. I love that, Banger Things. That says a lot right there. Guys, thanks for coming in and being with us. Stay safe. Keep your music coming. You be safe too. Either one.
Thank you.
We got it.
What do we do?
Do it.
There we go. Is that right?
Mega powers.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for being on with us.
Appreciate it.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
with everything.
Thank you.
All right, that's a week from tomorrow. Jeff State, Banger Things. Get your tickets at New South, right? New South Tix,
Yes, sir.
TIX.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more. We're going to be talking about a rodeo, too, coming up in just a few minutes right here at Piper Peach Radio.
Anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination, coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Work out anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
Good to be back with you on this Friday morning as we head into not Memorial Day, we're heading into Labor Day weekend. And so be safe all this weekend. There'll be a lot of folks out on the roads, especially today and on Sunday. Or Monday, actually. So be careful and be safe. Don't drink and drive and all that. And just have a good one, but be safe. And we've got a lot of events coming up. But we got one we need to talk about that's coming up. It's tomorrow. Is that right? Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Man, oh man, we've got rodeo action coming up tomorrow night. And we're so glad y'all are in here to talk about it. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate
Thanks for having
it.
us.
Thank you so much. Every time I talk to you, of course, it always goes to ice cream.
Yes, sir.
Because that may be one of my favorite things to talk about. But also, you know what I love? Rodeos.
That's right.
And, I used to go to a lot of rodeos, MC some of them. And, I had the ill-fated bull ride 30 years ago where I tried to ride a bull. The whole thing was, I made on the air, I would talk to bull riders about, that's ridiculous. You can hold on to anything for 8 seconds. I mean, 8 seconds is nothing, right? So I get talked into doing a bull ride because I told him, I said, I can hold on to anything for 8 seconds. That doesn't seem so hard. I did ride the bull for 0.8 seconds. I didn't even make it 1 second. The minute the gate opened and he came out, I was coming off the thing. I have such admiration now for people that can do broncs and bull ride or anything. And of course, I can't imagine somebody. Are y'all going to have any calf roping or any of that sort of stuff?
No, it's just it'll just be bulls, broncs, and barrels this weekend.
Barrel riding, and that kills me. I see these petite young ladies will get on a horse, and suddenly they're in a Ferrari, and they're laying sideways going around these barrels. That horse and that rider are like parallel to the ground, and they stay on, and it's amazing. I mean, I love rodeo action. Of course, you got some of those exciting stuff going on. Tell us about the event.
It's Lake bulls, broncs, and barrels. I come up with it where I kind of wanted to do it on a holiday where everybody's at the lake, and then give something to do when we come off the lake. Because everybody said, "Why are you starting at 8 o'clock at night?" Well, you can spend all day on the lake, come home, eat dinner or whatever, and then comes rodeo, which we'll have, food trucks there also. So just come spend the night there.
Oh, I think it's great. So you're starting it at 8.
Yeah, we'll start at 8. We've got a lot of bulls. We got about 30 head of bulls. We're gonna buck.
No way.
About 15 head of horses we're gonna buck, and then we got 16 barrel racers. So, and we're gonna try to pack all that in about an hour and a half, so Deputy 5 can start about 9:30, 9:40.
Oh yeah,
and so it's gonna be real fast. A lot of action real fast.
Well, you're doing about the most exciting events packed in there. Some of the other stuff is fun to watch and hard. It shows a lot of skill, but you're doing the most exciting, action-packed stuff all right there together.
Absolutely. We've got some other acts that we're going to do in between, so we've got a lot's going to happen in a short period of time. You ain't going to have time to sit down. I wanted to do this where it's not traditional rodeo, where it's not we're not doing this as a sanctioned deal. This is an open deal, so we can
just come out and enjoy.
We can do what we want, and we're gonna make it where it's fun for everybody. And if you want to get up and dance, get up and dance. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it fun. We want to make sure all of everybody that comes out is having a good time and enjoys it, and we're gonna let you know that we appreciate you being there.
You know what I love the most about what you're talking about is that this is one of those events, unlike a lot of events, this is total family oriented. You can bring grandma and grandpa. Yep. You can come out, bring your kids and bring your grandkids, because everybody can enjoy this. It's one of the few things everyone of any age can enjoy at the same time.
That's right.
Because kids love it, adults love it. People my age love it. I mean, it's an amazing thing, and it is nonstop action and fun. Now, what is some of the fill-in stuff that you're talking about? Like just good music so people can move around a little bit and keep it exciting?
We'll have a lot of good music. We've got, our clown will be there.
Oh, good.
Up. He's a little wild, so he'll be fun.
What clown isn't a little crazy?
We've got Southern Grace and Glory, Trick Riders. They've got a new act, and they've got fire where they jump fire, so they'll be
really.
Yes,
oh, they're good.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
What they called again?
Girls, they're 13 and 14. Southern Grace and Glory.
Southern Grace and Glory. Mm-hmm. Are they local?
They're out of West Blockton.
Oh, that's excellent.
Or
very good.
It's Colin.
Yeah, down that way. Yeah. Believe me, that's a small area.
Yeah.
West Blockton's their big city. That's amazing. Now, how are you involved with the ice cream and all this stuff? Because this rodeo, I didn't know that you would. You don't normally think of. I mean, I love ice cream at the rodeo, but
Robin's gonna rope me into anything they got going on. So,
so you're gonna have.
We'll be there.
You will be there.
Yes, sir.
So we can have banana pudding ice cream.
You sure can, because I have a 3-gallon tub put back just for this rodeo. Because I know better to show up without it.
Well, you need a 3-gallon tub just to cover him, don't you?
I have to put his in the freezer to make sure that he gets some, because by the time he gets done, sometimes it's gone.
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh my God, I love that ice cream. Your ice cream shop is amazing.
Well,
but
thank you.
I love the fact you have the truck so you can go to events like this. We're talking about how you've just been out at ball games and everything with that.
That's it. We were at the Clanton and Jemison game last night. I will be at the Jemison Elementary School at about 10:30 today.
Really?
And then we'll be at the rodeo.
Is that just for the
night.
school kids or for the public?
It is for the kids today.
Yeah.
We are going to be serving them it's like the ice pops and the fruit bars.
Oh yeah.
Instead of Kona Ice, they'll be getting those from us this year.
Oh, that is so cool. And that's today.
That is today. Yes, sir.
All right, so this rodeo is happening tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, we're about a half a mile from the elementary school there in Shelby, right at the corner of 46 and 47. You can't miss it. All right,
so is that where 145 comes across that?
That's 145 and 46 cross right there at the elementary school.
Right.
If you going like you're going back to Shelby or Columbiana, when you go down there, it runs into 47. It's straight across the road.
Oh yeah, okay, where the curve is, and or is it the stop sign?
There's the stop sign right there.
That's the one with the Alabama Crimson Tide dish.
No, that's on down the road. But
this is before that.
If you come by the school, 46 will dead end to 47. It's kind of in a curve right there. And
that's right.
The entrance is straight across the road.
Okay, right. Have you got signage out there for folks?
Sign there that we'll have a big banner flying. So
yeah, that's best. You're basically in old Shelby area, really, kind of, aren't you? Yeah, by the elementary school. I love that. I love it because my place on the lake is like a mile from where you are. So this will be great for me. I can get there easy.
Yeah, maybe you hear Deputy 5 at your house.
And it's funny because I am really good friends with the guys in Deputy 5. Brett Carroll's the big, tall lead singer. I've been doing stuff with him for 30 years. He used to work at the University of Montevallo. They're all good guys. So Tommy O'Barr is their lead guitar and fiddle player, and he's great. And John's the drummer, and he's a radio guy from Pell City. So I mean, it's a great band, and they are performers. Those guys are amazing. So you've got a good band. The people are going to enjoy this. Does the band play first, during, after? How's that work?
After. I've told them we've got so much. It's going to be really hard for us to do it in an hour and a half. So my plan is at least by 9:40 the band will be playing, whether we're done or not.
Right.
They're gonna start playing about 9:40. So if we're bucking bulls, they may be playing while we're bucking bulls.
Hey,
so,
maybe the bulls will kind of get the beat going.
And that's what Tommy said the same thing. He said that might make them buck a little.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, get them to do "Sweet Home Alabama" or something. Get them. That's amazing. So this is great. You've got Deputy 5 playing as well as all this action and excitement.
Yeah. And mutton busting is going to start at 7 for the kids. So if they want to come out and ride sheep, that's going to be at 7 o'clock.
Hey,
so,
he's a sheep man, or his daughter is.
Yeah, daughter is. Yeah.
Yes, they raise sheep and show them. So does your daughter ever hop on and
No.
ride? Has she ever tried?
No.
Have you ever tried to get on a sheep?
No. I'm staying away. I'm not going to get hurt.
You know what? I always thought sheep were like a little dog. I mean, little. Sheep are not little, and they are strong and they're fast. These little kids, that mutton busting is one of the funniest things I've enjoyed because these little kids, they're pretty tough, and they'll get on there, and some of them, of course, go right off, but some of them hang in there, and they look like a rag doll on a bull.
That's
love
my
mutton
favorite
busting.
part. I love watching the kids.
I do too. Mm-hmm. And you know what's great is that again, you see a lot of them out there. They'll be out there with their dads and moms, dad usually. And even little girls, you know, they'll be talking them up, and then they'll do it. And if they fall off, they look so dejected. Everybody in the crowd's behind them, and the dad. It's just it's one of the most American fun things you can see, and it's fun. And nowadays there's a lot of things you can enjoy, but there's not a lot of things that are just wholesome fun. And your stuff, the rodeo stuff, is just that. It is just all American. It's wholesome and it's fun for the entire family, and we need more of that in our lives today.
Absolutely.
So much more. There's so much nastiness and weird stuff out there that a rodeo is just fun.
If anybody likes the line dance, we're probably going to open the arena up at 7:30 before the rodeo actually starts and play some line dancing music, so you can get out and arena line dance if you want to do that. And then when it's over, you can dance to Deputy 5. That's right.
That's it.
Well, that's right. So once again, tell us where it is, because it's out kind of in the middle of nowhere.
If you turn at Dollar General there on 145, right before you get to school on 47 going towards Shelby, it's about a half a mile down there on the left.
Okay.
If you turn into elementary school on 46, you go to the stop sign, it's straight across the road. So
excellent.
It's a half a mile from Dollar General, half a mile from Shelby Elementary.
Right off 145.
Right
Both
off
of yeah.
145.
Very good. Well, I hope y'all have a great, great night tomorrow night. Packed house, a lot of fun. You may see me there with my dancing shoes on.
That's right.
Which is really scary since I don't dance.
And we couldn't do this without all our sponsors. So we want to thank all of them. Wilson Collision and Auto was real big, and then also Bailey Investment and Insurance was really big for us. So
well, good.
Thank them
for letting us have some great entertainment tomorrow night. That'll be great. I love it when the sponsors will get behind you and make something happen that the community
we can't
needs.
do it without them. Yeah. There's no way we could do it without sponsors.
Who are they again?
The two biggest ones was Wilson Paint and Body, Auto Collision, and then Bailey's Investment and Insurance.
Very good. So. Well, thank y'all for being here with us.
Thank you for having us.
We sure appreciate it. And hope you have a great night tomorrow night. You're probably going to see me there.
Well, come see us. I will. Glad to see you.
Yes,
I love rodeos.
on me, so you come see us.
Well, I will, because by God, you get that scoop warm and ready to scoop, because I'm going to be throwing dollars your way. I love ice cream is my crack. I mean, that's my addiction. I love ice cream, and a good ice cream like you have, phenomenal.
Yes,
Can't wait to try some of those flavors.
You better eat. I'll be there also.
Oh, will they really?
Yeah, they'll be there.
I love you better eat.
Oh, yes.
And their beignets. Ooh, I could get some of your ice cream and some of his beignets.
That's right.
Son, I'm about to get my cowboy boots on. I might get back on a bull.
Oh, no, we ain't
No, maybe I won't do that. My wife's going, no! Wait, I don't know. My insurance is paid up. She might be going, yes! Put him on a bull. Put him on 2. It is 8:40. It's 8:41. 19 minutes now away from 9 o'clock. So many great things going on around the area. And with us going into Labor Day weekend again, we just want to tell you, be safe, be careful. And when we come back, we have yet to thank our sponsors. And that's my mistake because I'm, if Teresa isn't here to crack a whip, I don't know what I'm doing. And Andy's too nice. He's just easygoing, and he's letting me screw up. So
I was going to remind you in the break again.
Well, good. Well, we're going. That's what we'll do when we come back. You can help me with that.
Okay.
Right? Okay. We thank y'all for being here. As usual, great night. Everybody's safe.
Yes.
And enjoy. We'll be back after this. We'll take a little break. It is 8:41, 19 away from 9 o'clock here at Piper Peach Radio.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Work out anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
We are back on this Friday morning before Labor Day weekend. So excited about it, too. Going to be good weather, I think, the weekend. Did you look at the weather for the forecast for the weekend? I hadn't.
I have not.
I hadn't either. Let's see what they say. I know today's beautiful. 70 degrees right now, going up to a high today of 82. It said rainy conditions are expected this afternoon about 4, so we could get some late afternoon rain with wind gusts up to 12 miles an hour. So tomorrow looks like a 60% chance of rain. I don't like that, especially with the rodeo tomorrow night. Sunday's looking pretty good, though. No rain in the forecast for Sunday or Monday, so we might have to deal with a little chance of some scattered showers tomorrow. High tomorrow, only 83, and that's about the same for the whole weekend. So it looks like you're at about 82, 83 degrees tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So at least the weather's going to be beautiful if we can get through tomorrow. Sunday and Monday will be nice. Then we're going back to about a 30% chance of rain on Tuesday. So really, that's good for Labor Day weekend. So
oh, yeah, not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Be a little cool.
You know what? I have been, since Teresa's Mother Teresa, as we could call her, I guess, does everything. When I come fill in, I just sit here and talk. I forgot to thank the most important people that keep this radio station going, and that is the sponsors, the ones that help us keep the Piper Peach Radio going strong and Morning Mayhem doing well. I forgot to so we're going to talk about them a second. Chilton Mobile Home Supply. I have a mobile home that's an older one down on the lake, and the thing about mobile homes is I love it. I love mine, but once they get a little older, maintenance and problems can pop, like in any home. But the thing is, mobile home stuff is not the same as regular home stuff. Some of it's different. So I love these guys because they can help me keep my lake place going. I can't just go to Lowe's and get some of the stuff I need, or windows and stuff. You just got to have somebody. So if you've got a mobile home or you want to talk about getting a mobile home, check out Chilton Mobile Home Supply, and they can help you out with everything. Julie Holofield Agency. She's great with Country Financial right here in Clanton. Thank you, Julie. And the Holofield Agency. Central Alabama Wellness. I tell you what, I need to probably, my age and the way I live my life, I drink a lot of, eat a lot of bad stuff. Well, I drink a little bit too. Yeah. I better start looking, I'm getting that road hard, put up wet thing going now. So I need to go see them. And then we got to thank our friends at Coca-Cola. I hadn't opened mine yet because I wanted to make that noise that Teresa always does. That is a nice sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nectar of the gods. And I drink this since I'm dying. I love the no sugar Cokes.
Yeah. Coke Zero's my choice.
I like that. Who else? Oh, I got the key. So Chilton Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much. Here, you tell, because I don't want to just feel like I'm taking over for everybody.
Well, you're so good at it.
I'm not good at
lessons.
it. I'll drink my Coke while you.
Yeah, Chilton, see, I'm already butchering it up. Chilton Chamber of Commerce, and we got Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Yeah, they have the largest inventory of used vehicles, pre-owned vehicles.
Yep.
So if you don't want to buy a new one, which you can get sticker shock can nail you with that. But if you can buy one, that's great. But if you're looking for a pre-owned car, vehicle, truck, they've got lots to choose from at great prices.
And those guys are great. They support a lot of our local things here. You know, it's great. Those guys. Then we got Putter Up in Pelham.
I know. I went by there one night after Mary and I ate at a restaurant there next to them, and you couldn't even hardly get in the place. It was packed. It was wonderful, and it's so high tech and neat looking. Have you played it yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to go.
I hadn't played it yet because I hadn't figured out how you cheat with that one. But when I can figure out a way to cheat, I'll go play. But it's neat. You need to go look at it.
Yeah,
it's
everybody said it's neat. I'm gonna make my trip up there when the weather changes a little bit. Then we got Save More Foods.
Love that. Isn't there truckload sale going on?
It's over.
Is it over? Already done?
If you didn't go
I
down,
missed it.
Dang. Yeah,
I was there for the last one. You know, we did our show from there, and I went in there. You know, I just went in to get a couple of things while I was at Save More to take home. And I thank God I had my pickup truck.
Yeah.
Because that truckload sale I think I bought 6 cases of water because they had it so cheap. And we drink a lot of water, bottled water. And their meats are wonderful. So.
Oh yeah, you should have got your meats for this weekend.
Yeah, I may go by there when I leave here this morning before I go home.
Get a Boston butt or something to put on.
I got a big green egg.
Yeah,
and that big green egg can take a Boston butt and turn it into a work of art.
Oh yeah, I do that too. I've got one of those too.
Do you have a big green egg?
Oh
type?
Yeah,
I love it.
Love it. Especially putting a good steak on it.
Yeah, now you got me hungry.
You have to go to Save More and get you a steak.
Do what?
Have to go to Save More and get you some.
Yeah, they do. They have great meat. They do,
Yeah.
and they'll custom cut for you too.
Oh yeah, there's some neat stuff. And then Old Orchard Amish Furniture in Thorsby.
Bruce,
your friend
those guys.
Bruce.
You know, I told you we bought some furniture and we bought the swivel. It does everything. It rocks. It swivels. It glides, and we put it on our front porch, and that's where we tend to sit on this new house and just watch traffic and talk to friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone that comes and sits in those says, I gotta have one. I gotta have one of these. And I've already got a neighbor from the lake that's already gone and bought 2 or 3 of them from Bruce. And we also then went back. We got some rockers, regular rockers that are wonderful. We've got some here in the studio if you ever want to come by and look at some stuff that we've got here from them. And then Bruce is just as wonderful. He doesn't push anything on you. He'll show you all of his inventory. He'll tell you the pros and cons of everything, and you can make up your mind. But I'm telling you, he's amazing. Yeah. And he's honest because we accidentally overpaid for what we bought, and we didn't know it. We were happy with the price that I wrote the check and was happy to hand it to him, and we got our stuff and took it. In fact, he delivered it. And then we found out about 3 weeks later, he found out he had overcharged us for a couple of things. We got a check in the mail from him. He could have kept that money and we wouldn't have been unhappy. And he saw that he had overcharged us and sent us the money back. Of course, we're going to spend it with him. He's going to get it back.
Yeah.
And some more. But, you don't find a lot of people that would do that.
Not that honest.
Not that honest. Because he could have easily just not even looked at it or not thought about it. And we wouldn't have known any different. So that tells you what kind of guy he is. Go check them out there in Thorsby.
Yeah. Good people.
They are. And I like, and they're local. I mean, they get the Amish furniture. I guess it's Amish. But I'll tell you, it's he's a local business, and he's just doing it right there in Thorsby. And I love when we can help local businesses because, so much stuff now gets bought from the big box stores. And, I know that still helps the local area in some ways, especially with employment and all that when you go to like Wally World and Lowe's and those places. But you got these local merchants and people who right here in Chilton County and Clanton, Verbena, Thorsby, all through here. Jemison.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a living too.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, I don't know. There's so few little like mom and pop hardware stores anymore or home supply places because the big box stores have hurt, and even Walmart has hurt them, with having hardware items. But boy, I love a hardware store.
Yeah. Well, and these little people, these local businesses, I do a lot with the Verbena Athletic Club and Verbena Sports and things like that. You go these little businesses, and these smaller people are the ones that support your athletics.
That's the ones where you look out in the outfield and all the signs along the fence are local businesses. You see the little ball games, kids playing ball. The back of their shirts or front of their shirts have a business on them or on the arm. They're the ones that put enough money in so they could have the program. You're right. You don't see a lot of now.
Nope. You don't see big box store written on any signs out there. Go try to sell them one.
Yeah.
You won't get it.
You won't get it, will you?
These guys deserve the support because they support our community.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, just like we just saw, you got these local insurance people and local businesses that are supporting the rodeo and supporting all the events that happen and all the athletics and these schools, now everything is so expensive. A lot of schools are cutting way back on their sports programs, the high schools and junior highs and stuff, because they can't afford it. And if they didn't have extra support from businesses and the community, there'd be a lot of kids that wouldn't have the ability to play a sport that they love and maybe could do well in.
It's expensive now too.
It is. Everything is, isn't it?
Sports, yeah.
I mean, I think that's what's amazing. When I grew up, I remember growing up when I would go to elementary and junior high and even high school. You'd come home that first day of school with a list of items that you needed to bring, and I remember my dad complaining because he said my list would say 6 number 2 pencils. He'd say, "Why you got to have 6?" Number 6 pencils, and they'd want a ring leaf binder, and that thing was probably 75 cents, maybe $1. My dad he had 4 kids. Of course, that's when $1 was a lot harder to come by. But still, I look at, I think I could go to school. I think my dad had to pay $6, $8, $10 at the most to get me in school that year. And that would include some things I would like, the binder and your lunch card, the money you had to pay to eat lunch every day. And nowadays it's hundreds of dollars. And you may even have to have a Chromebook, a computer and stuff that is not 50 cents to $1.50 or $3. No, I don't know how young families do it now. It's my son and my grandsons are now almost driving age. So, I mean, even they're getting older, but the expense for his kids now to go through high school and they play sports and they do stuff. I didn't even make that much money when I had my kid, Thank God he's doing better than I did because I couldn't do it. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's costly now to have them in these sports and athletics and cheer and all this stuff.
A lot of that is, there's like, I know some people that think that the sports and some of these extracurricular activities are frivolous. They say, well, that's not what they're in school to learn. They got to learn, reading, writing, arithmetic, physics, biology, But to be a well-rounded person and a citizen, I do believe you've got to have some of these other interactions. I mean, we all have heard so many of our leaders of our community and our sport and in our politics, everything say that football or baseball taught them a lot of things that they didn't get out of school. Taught them discipline. It taught them stick-to-itiveness, that taught them to push even when you're hurting or when you want to stop. You got to push harder. I mean, it really does teach you a lot of lessons you don't learn in school.
Yeah.
And some of them have to be kind of physically taught. Then you've got extracurricular activities. I mean, you got to have, with band and music and then gymnastics and things that are more, and even the cheering can teach the same thing. And all that stuff now, it's just so important, but it's also so expensive. And, even they kind of realized that 20 years ago that when kids were starting to really, there was that move to do so much homeschooling and they allowed homeschooling to happen. After a few years or a decade, they realized those kids came out, some of them actually did come out pretty smart book-wise. Yeah. But boy, social skills were lacking, and they didn't have the ability to play baseball or football unless they had maybe a little league of homeschools. So now they've got it set where more of the homeschoolers can participate in sports on a bigger level.
Yeah, and that's really nice.
It is nice, and it teaches them lessons they wouldn't otherwise get to learn, I don't think. And also just the outlet for doing something you love. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, I hope they can keep doing this stuff. And I hope that, and again, like you pointed out, great point. Thank you so much to our local sponsors and our local businesses. A lot of them are struggling a little bit with business once in a while, but they still, when they can, they'll pull out those dollars that are hard earned for them and support local sports and teams and charities and activities. And, we just don't tend to always pat them on the back like we should. So every time you shop at a local smaller business, even if you could probably get something maybe a little cheaper at a big box store or something, please go buy it there, because you'll get an enriched life. You get the interaction with people, and you're doing something that's for the good of the community, even though it might cost you a few cents more.
It goes a long ways.
Yeah, it does go a long way. Well, it's 9:02. I guess we've eat up 2 hours here.
We made it through it.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this. I always do. And hope you have. What are you going to do this weekend?
We have football tonight.
That's right.
And then we leave and go to Gadsden tomorrow for the
That's right, for the sheep showing. What do you call it, a sheep show?
Yeah, I call it a sheep show. Yeah, they call it lamb and sheep show. I call it a sheep show.
The sheep show, I like it. Gadsden.
Yeah.
There's some good places to eat over that way, though.
It's a haul.
Yeah, it is a haul. Well, good luck with everything, and hope y'all have a good luck. Thank you again for listening to us here on Piper Peach Radio. We hope you'll listen often. You can go back and pick up shows you may have missed. You can get some great stuff, because once we air it, we put it back up for you to go back and re-listen to stuff. It's really wonderful. Thank you for watching on Piper Peach Radio on the internet, watching us, and we hope you have a great and safe Labor Day weekend. Just have a good time, but be safe. We'll see you back here. I guess Monday? Back here Monday. So have a good weekend. Be safe. God bless you. Thank you.